Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to be looking at, in my opinion, the easiest and cheapest way you can become a landlord. So let's get started. So, conventional wisdom would have it that in order for you to become a landlord, you would need to first own a property, which you can then rent out to tenants. Now, this is still the case, but the problem with this conventional line of thought is that it requires a substantial amount of money or capital or line of credit. Now, fortunately, we are in the 21st century, and there is a nifty alternative nowadays which grants one the same benefits in theory as a landlord, and that is owning a REIT, a real estate investment trust. So, what is a REIT? Well, similar to the same way you buy a portion of a company when you buy a share, when you buy a REIT, you are buying a portion of a real estate rental business. The same way you buy a share for $10, you can buy a REIT share for $10. It is fantastic because you don't need a significant amount of money to get into the real estate industry if you decide to buy a REIT. You don't need to stress about contracts, tenants, maintenance, rates and taxes and bills. It is all handled by the real estate investment trust, which is usually managed by a select few group of individuals, the same way a company is managed by directors. And best of all, you get all the benefits of being a landlord. You get passive income in the form of large dividend payments, which REITs by law have to pay out a significant portion of their earnings. US REITs have to pay out 90% or more of their distributable income, and in South Africa that figure sits at 75% or more. So you're definitely getting a large dividend payout. Now, you also benefit from the property price appreciation, as the price per share of the REIT will rise in accordance with the property prices. So, in essence, you are earning both dividend income and share price, property price appreciation, whatever you want to call it. Another additional benefit is that the potential pool of REITs which are available to invest in are so broad and diverse. You can own REITs which derive their income from renting property to companies in the form of office space or shopping centers. Or you can own REITs which derive their income from renting property to residential tenants. The list is endless. Another benefit is that, just realistically speaking, if you were a landlord, buying property, selling the property, those type of things can take a lot of time. Getting those contracts done, finding a buyer for the property, it's a lot more time consuming. Where as a REIT, it's as simple as buying and selling a share. It's literally a few clicks away. So that's also another point of convenience of owning a REIT compared to actually going ahead and buying property. Now, like any share, a REIT can also be a bad investment if the rental properties are not performing so well, i.e. the tenants are not paying or the rental properties are lying vacant. So there are risks. That is why, like any investment, a thorough analysis needs to be done beforehand. And you need to go ahead, look at the REIT, look at its main property holdings, its tenants, its occupancy rates. That's what you have to go ahead and do. Now, when looking at REITs, you want to make sure that it has prime properties situated in desirable areas. You want to ensure it has a quality tenant list with large, well-known companies or tenants with strong credit histories, as well as high occupancy rates. If you can find a REIT with these traits, then you're on to something. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was a brief one, but I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao, ciao.